Well, good afternoon and welcome to a very damp Shay conditions. Worse than they were last week, but this game still goes ahead. The Halifax Town Football Club managed to play on the pitch yesterday, and well, there's no sand on it yet. I'm sure there will be shortly if it continues like this. For the visit of the Widnes Vikings, well, it's all been talk about what Liam Featherstone will do this season, but Widnes, after 2 rounds, sit at the top of the Betfred Championship table with 2 wins from 2 victories over London on the opening day and a big win at Workington, or over Workington, last week. Halifax this afternoon looking to extend their winning run to 2 games after beating the London Broncos and keeping them to 0. Joe Martin is at fullback, Zach McComb and James Saltonstall on the wings, Ed Barber and Joe Arundel in the centres, Corey Aston and Joe Keys. The halfbacks, Adam Tangata, Brandon Moore, Dan Murray. The run on front row, Ben Kavanagh, Matt Garside. The second row, Kevin Laroya locks up the scrum and makes his second start after starting the first game at Batley on the bench. Louis Jouffre, Titus Quasi, Jacob Fairbank and Will Colcott make up the 17 for Halifax on the bench, and Widnes with a travelling support, a fair number in the North Stand, and they have been noisy while Widnes were out doing their warm-up in front of them for the last 10 minutes or so. 2 big wins, as I say, but have they really been tested? And can they retain the place for now, even if it's only on scoring difference? At the top of the table, Halifax want to win. They want to stay within the top 6 or 7 clubs and keep in with contention. Widnes side this afternoon, Lloyd Roby, Ryan Ince, who scored 4 tries in the opening game, Matt Fleming and Joe Edge, the centres, Brad Allroyd, the other winger, to Ryan Hinds. Danny Craven plays at 6, Matty Smith at 7. There's a lot of experience in the halves for Simon Finnegan's side. Kenny Baker, Matty Fozzard, Tyler Dupree, the front row, Sam Wilde and Ollie Davis. In the second row, Aaron Brown is the loose forward. Aribi Doro, Will Teleke, Adam Lawton, who scored a hat-trick in a half an hour last week. Adam Lawton coming off the bench. And Lewis Hume make up the 17 for the Widnes Vikings. A lot of noise coming from both supporters as both teams run out onto a ground that's surely going to be very heavy going. Match official is Jay Smith, who'll have the teams line up for the 13-second silence. Widnes lining up in their familiar black and white. It'll be Halifax who'll kick off first. Or kick off the first half. Towards those Widnes supporters. Halifax supporters behind them. Making plenty of noise. Keys looks to get this match underway. Last season, Halifax managed to beat Widnes twice, 17-16 at home. Oh, sorry, they won at home and lost 25-6 away at Widnes. And here come Widnes trying to run the ball out. There's a little bit of a juggle there, and the first tackle's been missed already. The ball given back to Saltonstall, thankfully for Halifax. Well, they were broken open there by the number 11 Sam Wild, tearing through the Halifax defence. Matt Garside will run it back just over the 40. Brandon Moore to Dan Murray. Keys gets it away to Ben Kavanagh, a man who made over 180 appearances for Widnes in an 8-year spell there. Back with Halifax, really back into form after that horrific injury he suffered. Here comes Murray again. Halifax making meters towards that Widnes line. Brandon Moore back to Keys. Keys puts the kick up. Halifax are there following the kick. Taking down the catch, yeah. Well, you would expect quite a lot of kicking perhaps today. It's not going to run a long way, but it will hold up so that the chasers can get there. Halifax a little bit more alert this time, making the tackle. Smith hoists the ball into the Halifax half of the field. It goes out short of the 20-metre line. Well, 3 kicks already in the opening 2 minutes. And that's setting an early tone for this match. Turnover, so they come back into centre field. Leroy plays it, and Zach McComb, still bandaged around the head after an injury last week, runs it forward. Kavanagh up over the Halifax 40-metre line. Brandon Moore waits impatiently for the play of the ball. Joe Keys drops it off, but to no real effect as Halifax only made 3 or 4 metres with a run from Leroy. Tangata, another man that spent time with Widnes. Ed Barber pushes away the first attempt to tackle. Joe Edge shoved away. Sam Wild bringing Ed Wild down. Last tackle again, and we're going for another kick. This time it's back to Corey Aston. Joe Martin chasing through there. Halifax, well, having trouble. I think it's Sam Wild again they're struggling to put down. Maybe not Joe Edge this time. But eventually put the man down and looking to keep Widnes close as can to their own line and force them into a long kick downfield. But Widnes trying to throw the ball about, and they've got it out to the wing. Cut back inside as Ryan Ince, and Smith will kick again down the centre of the field, looking for the mistake under the conditions, but Saltonstall picks it up, runs it back. It's almost up to the 40. Good kick return from Saltonstall. McComb coming inside again off the wing, looking to run the ball up as Saltonstall does so often. Leroy stopped by 3. Halifax back in the Widnes half, looking to attack down that left-hand side again. Aston. Joe Martin, linking into the line. Spending a lot of time in the Halifax attacking line. Tangata left Widnes under a bit of a cloud after they sold him due to the perilous financial position. Joe Keys with a kick, caught in the in-goal area. Halifax need to get back quick because Widnes are coming and looking for the quick tap. Ed Barber went inside. 0 tackle. Widnes supporters claiming for a high tackle there. Referee not listening to the complaints of the Widnes players as Ryan Hinds looked to be taken a high. Fozzard in at the play, the ball gets the pass away. Widnes met 5 metres. They're back on halfway, and Fozzard is into the acting half position. Widnes, a couple of short passes. Not a week for, or not the conditions for fancy rugby. And again, back into the middle of the field with Tyler Dupree. Beyond the Halifax 30-metre line in the Fax half of the field. A little kick over the top could be a problem. Saltonstall manages to clear the lines. A race to the corner. And I think the referee doesn't seem to have given a decision. He said the ball touched the foot and went out, but did it go out off a Halifax player or a Widnes player? Joe Edge down on the ground, still receiving attention. The referee just making sure he could carry the game on. Well, he can now because Joe Edge is back up on his feet. Widnes will restart on the Halifax 10-metre line. A big test of the Halifax defence. This is Widnes met 5 metres. Smith to Kenny Baker. Smith again involved. It's the ball to Danny Craven. He shifts it on quickly, but Halifax able to stop Sam Wilde again. He's posing a constant threat. Aaron Brown, 3 metres out in a bit of a mud bath at the front of the post. Smith gets the pass away. There's a long pass over the top. Did it touch Halifax fingers? Halifax struggling to make the tackle. Last recounted. The tackle start is recounted by the referee, and Kenny Baker almost reaching out to the line there. Will it be a long pass? It's shifted out quickly, but it's gone forward. Well, Corey Aston did that last week to stunning effect, but it's not coming off for Widnes this week as the ball travelled forward. Off the hand, so they'll come back centre field, but it'll be Halifax possession this time. Lloyd Roby, the fullback it was, who pushed that final pass forward and gave the possession back to Halifax. Saltonstall trying to run the ball out, but bundled to the ground by 3 Vikings defenders. Ed Barber will beat the first man again as Ed Barber. It was Joe Edge again, who's unable to stop him. Big collision midfield there between Fleming, was it Dupree, and Matt Garside, and Halifax lose the ball, give it back to Widnes. Well, there's always a danger that this will happen in conditions like this. Just under 10 minutes gone, 0-0. Neither side with any clear-cut scoring chance up to now, but that could change these next 6 tackles as Lloyd Roby comes into the line, eventually bundled to the ground. Halifax defenders trying to get back quickly. A big charge by one of the Widnes forwards, but Halifax up to the challenge, bringing Davies down, and that is a strong run. Baker swatted away Ben Kavanagh. Fossard changes direction and comes back to the left hand side, bringing on runners, and a little kick off the outside of the foot is going to be too strong for the supporters chasing the ball to get up. But Widnes looking a little more pressing in the last couple of sets. Still to create a clear-cut chance. Well, Halifax will want to get back into the Vikings half of the field. They spent a lot of time in the second half in their own half last week, despite winning 28-0. Almost up to halfway, Brandon Moore to Dan Murray. And Murray 8 metres into Widnes territory. Corey Aston gives the ball to Matt Garside. It's difficult to get up any momentum running on a pitch like this. Although Murray tried there, took 3 defenders with him, but it's a last tackle. Halifax are 30 metres out from the Widnes line, so it'll be another kick for Aston to put up and chase. It's too long again, and Halifax might have a problem here. Edge coming back to the 20-metre line, trying to take advantage, and Halifax drive him into the mud with a strong tackle. So now we go from 0. Joe Edge checking the ball up again. And these Widnes forwards making the Halifax defence work. Edge puts it forward. Well, high risk football. Martin Fossard just motioning to the Widnes team to calm down and keep it simple. Well, that's twice they've tried to move the ball on with sleight of hand, but the ball from Edge went about half a metre forward. And so the scrum will go down a metre inside the Halifax half. When the scrums get down eventually, Brandon Moore's dropped to loose forward. Joe Martin into the line from full-back, but taken by the defence, 5 metres inside Widnes territory. Widnes moving up quickly. Brandon Moore gets it away to Aston. Aston to Garside, taking on the defence again. But once again, Matt Garside's put down. He's got up to the Widnes 40-metre line. Dan Murray. Tackled by 2 Halifax, stacking men to the left-hand side. Keys to Aston. Quick hands-on from Corey Aston. Well, it's a slow play the ball as Brandon Moore gets up. All the ball up, Halifax going forward. Laroya takes Halifax to within 12 metres. Halifax edging near at a first score. Well, it's come forward off Halifax play, says the referee, Mr. Smith, and so Widnes will get possession at the turnover. Well, Halifax from it, I think, trying to get the supporters going, but not getting any response as Halifax look to pen Widnes back again. Good tackle by Matt Garside. Again, it's back with the forwards looking to make meters. Well, Halifax have made amends for letting Sam Wilde run through the tackles earlier in this game and have tightened up the defence. And again, have made Widnes use their 5 tackles up while still in their own half, so it'll go back to Craven for the kick. Joe Martin picks it up, gives it to Saltonstall, who'll run at the Widnes defence. Well, that looked like they call a grapple tackle with the arm around the neck. But play allowed to continue. And Brandon Moore almost through there. Is it Joe Martin? Is a drop ball. That's Brandon Moore that picks that up. Tangata gets the pass and then goes over the 40-metre line. Brandon Moore, Aston to Garside. And pull back for a forward pass. Well, Joe Martin joined up in Halifax line quite a lot in his first half, but it's not added any firepower to the attack, Halifax. I'm not sure if they've been within 10 metres of the Widnes line with the ball yet. Same for Widnes, of course. They've had a couple of drives from the forwards, which Halifax have managed to repel as they got into the danger area. Halifax defenders again there. Sam Wilde looking to go through the Halifax defence. Garside and Barber and Murray the tacklers. Tangata in very quickly then. Full body contact, taking down the ball carrier was Tyler Dupree. Davis will get to the 40-metre line. And the first penalty of the game will go against an infringement, and it's been overturned. Ollie Davis decided to say something to the referee. Well, that's maybe it was Halifax's penalty. Well, I'm not sure. He didn't really give a decision, but I thought he'd blown for a Widnes penalty. Laroya gets Halifax within sight of that Widnes try line. Can Halifax come up with something this time? Tangata running off the short ball into three men, edging closer to that Widnes line. Joe Keys to Aston. Aston out to Joe Martin, but he's marked closely by Joe Edge. Dan Murray fancies his chances, but there's three defenders there again. Referee's hand signalling the last tackle already. Little kick through into defence, and Saltonstall just failing to get to it, so back come Widnes for a quick tap on the 20 again. Well, avoiding the first attempted tacklers, Lloyd Roby. Then going inside, Fozzard. Big, strong run by Tyler Dupree. Widnes in the Halifax half of the field, but not falling for the dummy, which Danny Craven thought was going to fool the Halifax defence. Looking to make a change. Widnes, Tyler Dupree off the field. Test for McComb, but McComb there under pressure from three chasers, manages to take the ball and gets slowed down in the play of the ball. Joe Martin will take it diagonally across to the 20-metre line. The DB Doro on and in for his first action with a tackle on Saltonstall. And Halifax have sent Jacob Fairbank on to replace Dan Murray. And here comes Fairbank with his first run. Trying to Halifax playing out of their own half with a kick on the last tackle. That's not really too much to trouble Lloyd Roby, who gets the ball away. And this time it'll be a penalty for a high tackle. And it looks like Fairbank, the man with us, penalised. Was it? So the kick into touch goes out on the halfway line. Still at 0-0 midway through this first half. The D-bit Doro, who's one of the many in this side who's come through the Widnes Academy. Good tackle on the forte. It needs to be. They're trying to keep Widnes away from the line. Craven. The pass to Sam Wild. Wild slow to get to his feet. Fozzard to Doro. And that was a forward pass, but none of the officials deciding to do anything about it. Smith gets the ball away. Roby links up from full back into the line. Halifax have made the 5th tackle. Referees indicating that, but the Halifax defence is on their own try line with a chip through, and Doro managing to barge his way through. He's only been on 2 minutes. Leroy was waiting for the ball, but Doro, well, just out-muscled him, caught the ball, and went over the line for the first score. Doro took, and Corey Aston not strong enough to stop Doro behind the line. Just follow the kick up, hope for the best, and Doro got the best there. But there's a questionable pass further back in that tackle count which went unnoticed. And with the ability to play on and get the kick away from Matty Smith, the D-bait Doro gets the first points for the Widnes Vikings, and it's Halifax 0, Widnes 4. Well, it all came from really a penalty that Halifax conceded deep in the Widnes half that allowed them back up into the Halifax half of the field. And Joe Edge converts his 15th goal of the season. Well, Kevin Leroy has been pulled from the field by Simon Griggs and replaced by Titus Guaze. Will that make a difference? Well, Guaze has made his first tackle, just like Doro did. And here's Doro again. Halifax offside. Another error from Halifax, and Widnes began here from the last try, and that kick's gone longer and deeper than the other one into touch on the Halifax 40. Joe Edge to Fozzard. Fozzard to Sam Wild. Wild driving it forward. Fozzard, Doro against Guaze, and Doro losing that one quite significantly as he went back 10 metres, but the referee allowing Fozzard to play on. And the metres that Doro had been taken back have just been regained by the Widnes hooker. As the ball squirted out in the tackle, he's allowed to pick up and run forward. Widnes pushing for a second try. 6 points to 0, 15 minutes left in the first half, and they're 12 metres away from the Halifax line. Craven puts one through, and the ball goes on the floor. Corey Aston unable to pick it up. Well, I'm not sure he'd have gone the full length of the field, but he would have gone quite a distance had he been able to pick that up. But again, slippery ball. Danny Craven was close to him when he picked it up, but Aston gives Widnes another 6 tackles. Fozzard drops to the back of the scrum. Roby links in from full back. Halifax 8 metres away under the cosh again from this Widnes side. Fozzard to Davies. Dorrough. And it's Guaze again that stops him initially. Need another 2 to finish him off. Craven. Short ball again. Another shout for forward pass. Goes unheeded by the officials. Smith gets the pass away. Halifax defending tenaciously, but how long for in their own red zone? Fozzard comes to the left hand side. Craven goes on his own. Last tackle. Smith will kick across the goal line. Halifax managed to make it safe this time in the worst part of the field. Joe Martin picks up and goes on his own. Will Colcott replaces Adam Tangata. Zach McComb runs forward. Well, it must be sapping the strength running around in conditions like this. Saltonstall gets the pass away. Widnes even less used to playing with their 4G pitch, which doesn't suffer the same fate as this pitch when the weather becomes a bit inclement. Got a good ball from Kavanagh. Zach McComb opted to kick inside, but Craven back to take the ball and take the tackle 20 metres out from the Widnes line. Halifax eventually effecting the tackle. Well, say eventually effecting the tackle. They didn't put the man down, which allowed a quick play of the ball. 3 Halifax defenders in and still having trouble finally. The Widnes ball carrier falls to the ground. Ryan Innes. Another deep kick. I think Widnes sensing that Halifax are struggling to make the metres, and if they can keep them down their own end of the field with a 6-0 lead and make Halifax run the ball back, and they can do the heavy defensive work for the most part in the Halifax half of the field. Ed Barber tackled by Craven. Aston to Guaze. Strong run by Guaze up to halfway. Brandon Moore sensing, I think, then that Colcott would have been offside there, and he tried to pass the ball. Back to Joe Keys. And Widnes looking to bring it back again. Inns taking it forward. Widnes making another change. Bringing on Adam Lawton. Another penalty given away by Halifax. Kick to touch from Craven. Goes into touch 5 metres inside the Halifax half. Sam Wilde. Well, Lawton will be looking for an early inclusion. There's a big unit is Lawton. Craven. Short ball. And again, complaints for a forward pass. Craven to Dorrough. Doro meets the Halifax defence in a determined mood on the end of the football goal area markings. Last tackle. Halifax have managed the first 5. Can they manage another one? Oh, that's tremendous pressure defence on Widnes, forcing the error, causing panic. They rushed out of defence in Halifax then. Ollie Davis went within about 3 metres. Last tackle signalled. And all the Halifax defence on the left-hand side caused all sorts of problems for the Widnes attack. On their right-hand side, they end up turning the ball over. And Brandon Moore gets it to Will Colcott. And Colcott trying to make the metres. Guaze up the middle, 5 metres from halfway, centre field. And Aston goes for a kick again. Well, he's got it to stop on the try line. Aston's the first man there. And although they couldn't get to the tackle, there were plenty of Halifax chasers there who could. Brought Lloyd Robeck bringing it back, got to about 15 metres out from the Widnes line. Well, Halifax unable to get into a position where they can build up a significant attack. Lawton gets tackled. Well, it took 3 men to bring him down. They're going for the kick again. Craven, that one will go out of play. Saltonstall lets it run over the touchline. And again, Widnes just satisfied to tow the ball down to the other end of the field to make Halifax run it away from under the shadow of their own posts. And Halifax just missing that attacking spark at the moment. I'm sure the conditions are not helping it. But the Widnes defence working hard to restrict Halifax's progress. Garside to Joe Martin. Gets to the 40 metre line. Still in Halifax's half of the field. Aston. Garside onto Colcott, and Colcott tried to spin out of the tackles but was put down, still 5 metres from halfway. So Halifax will kick again with Joe Keys. Not the best, caught by Ryan Ince. And they'll come forward again. That's a big tackle. Centre field, Fozzard moves into acting half. And Widnes getting over the advantage line with some ease at the moment. Craven opts for a kick into the corner again. And Joe Martin is caught in goal. Well, they look to be going perhaps a little bit in slow motion there, did Joe Martin, but he managed to get to it. Craven's injured himself. Looks like a potential hamstring problem for Danny Craven. Well, he's gone back onto the ground on one knee as Danny Craven. And the dropout is not the best. Lawton picks it up and runs it back to the Halifax defence, makes 5 metres. Widnes are 18 metres away from the Halifax line. There's about 5 minutes left in the first half. It's 6 points to 0 to Widnes. The ball comes loose and Widnes get the penalty, so that'll be 2 points. So that's 5 penalties to 1 now. As Joe Edge steps up to try and get another 2 points for the Widnes Vikings. Penalty count heavily in their favour in this first half, just increased by another one, which is allowing Joe Edge to set the ball up for another attempted conversion at the Halifax post. Well, it didn't look to go too high, but it was high enough to go over the uprights. And Joe Edge has just edged his side into an 8-0 lead. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Halifax have a lot to think about at half-time on how to break down this defence of Widnes. Get into a decent scoring position, which they've struggled to get to in this first half. Widnes haven't had too many chances, just that one try. Conditions in charge really at the moment. Not contributing to a fluid open game. But Simon Finnegan, I'm sure, will be happy at 8-0 for his side. Will look to be a clash of heads there as Fairbank launched himself at the tackle. I think more to try and dislodge the ball than anything. Fozzard, another kick from Smith. Putting Halifax back down by their own line. Joe Martin will pick it up and run it back to the Widnes defence, and he's escaped the clutches of 2 and then 3 tacklers. And then what looked like it could have quite easily been a high tackle. Zach McComb up to the 40-metre line. Well, Halifax need a little bit more of that to give them some momentum in going forward. Ed Barber takes the pass and well, he wasn't going at any real speed, wasn't Ed Barber. But he's allowed to stay on his feet, and he's carried the ball forward an extra 5 metres, but the referee has decided he'll go back to play it just beyond the halfway line as Ben Kavanagh drives it into a 2-man Widnes tackle on the Widnes 40-metre line. Joe Keys to Fairbanks. Fairbanks gets up and plays it. Last tackle. Joe Keys opts to run this time. There's a little chip through by Joe Rundle. But again, Widnes have players at the back to clear up any danger. And Widnes will be happy, I think, just to play out the first half. With a minute and a half to go. The lead 8-0, so that means Halifax are 2 scores behind. There's still a long way to go in the second half. But I think Halifax would have been more comfortable had it only been 6. There's a little bit more pressure on with that second conversion from Joe Edge. Last tackle and Widnes a metre inside their own half, so you know what's going to happen here. Smith down the field, Saltonstall. Oh, they're not making any mistakes this time at the Widnes defence. Finally, well, I say finally he's blowing his whistle, but the penalty is for an offside against Widnes, not for the tackle on Saltonstall. 40 seconds. Can Halifax muster something up before the half-time break? Guaze gets it back to Brandon Moore. Keys across to Joe Martin. Ben Kavanagh. Halifax attacking that left-hand side. We're running out of time. There's 20 seconds left. Maybe another 2 players if they'll. Well, they've gone for an early kick, and it's Garside that's gone for it, but well, they saw the time was running down on the clock. And they needed somebody, no disrespect, but somebody probably a bit faster than Matt Garside to chase that ball through. Or perhaps that was the ploy to send a slow man through or make the early kick so that Widnes weren't expecting it, but it didn't draw any rewards for Halifax, who go into the sheds at half time trailing by 8 points to 0. Try for a rebate. Doro, shortly after his introduction as a replacement, Edge with a conversion, and then a penalty from Edge, making it 8-0. Nothing to choose between these 2 teams in difficult conditions, but Widnes mastering the defence a little bit better and keeping Halifax away from their line, away from any real good opportunities. Widnes had one and took it, and they're going to the sheds. Halifax 0, Widnes Vikings 8. So Halifax and Widnes ready to resume this Betfred Championship round 3 fixture, with the visitors 8 points to 0 in the lead. And Halifax looking for any opportunity which could create a score for them. And difficult to come by in the first half. And Widnes are going to make it as difficult as they can. Halifax will get their opportunity in the second half. It's underway with a awkward kick which picked up by Martin and given inside to Titus Guaze. Martin into acting half, gives it to Zach McComb. Well, question of fitness will come up later in this second half. Playing in these conditions, always difficult running around in heavy conditions. Tires players out a bit quicker than normal. Halifax looking to make best use of the first set of 6 in this second half, almost up to halfway. Colcott gets the short ball from Fairbank. Gets over halfway, but the last tackle signalled by the referee means that Halifax will be kicking. It'll be Corey Aston. Puts the ball deep. Too deep, in fact, for Halifax to trouble the Widnes defence with that one. The ball going over the in-goal area and out of play. So cheap possession given to the Widnes side and giving them the advantage of 20 metres from the restart. Lawton drives it forward. Strong drive from Lawton. Halifax having trouble putting down the former under-16s and academy player for the Widnes side. Redcliffe Dolphins in Australia as well, amongst his previous sides. Tyler Dupree back on for Widnes. Siddle product is Dupree. His former club losing to Hunslet in the Challenge Cup earlier today. Smith will go for the kick, looking to cause panic in the Halifax defence. Joe Martin takes the ball and almost gets carried back over the try line into the in-goal area. Widnes had one man in the tackle. Second defender saw the opportunity, but Martin managed to stay in the field of play. But Halifax again have to run the ball away from their own line, and will no doubt struggle to find a scoring position, and they're down to 12 men. As Halifax have a player down on his knee receiving attention. Brandon Moore to McComb. Halifax forced into the kick again after Joe Keys sidestepped the defence. But the ball will be brought back. Good chase from Halifax, putting on a strong tackle and forcing Ryan Ince back to the Widnes 20-metre line. Joe Rundle repaired and back into the defensive line with his teammates. Davis. Drives it forward. Fozzard gets the pass. Oh, that were almost a lost ball there. A juggle from the Widnes carrier. Sam Wilde almost knocking it on. Could be opportunities here, but the support nowhere to be seen, thankfully, for Halifax, so it'll be back for another kick into the corner. Zach McComb put under pressure. Dangerous play across their own line, but Widnes chasing up. And the Widnes defence is quite relentless in the opening minutes of the second half, as Halifax once again try to bring the ball away from their own line. And once again, it's just swarming defence by Widnes around this. Every Halifax man that carries the ball, Arundel gets it inside, and Halifax try to keep it moving, desperate to get away from their own line. They've not even got the 20 metres and they're forced into a kick downfield again, and they'll be hoping that there may be some sort of error or some misfortune befalls Ryan Ince. But he picks it up and carries it back over the 40-metre line. Smith pushes McComb out of the way, gets the pass inside, holding his hands up and looking in the direction of the referee. Smith in there again, and Joe Edge taking the ball up. Now Davis. And Davis is down on the Halifax 30-metre line. Fozzard to Craven, another kick through the Halifax defence, puts pressure on Joe Martin. Well, he stepped the first defender again as he did in the first half, but Widnes weren't going to make the same mistake twice. But they have made the mistake of being offside, which means Halifax will get a rare penalty, just a third of the game. And the kick falls short of the 40-metre line. Fairbank. Well, they're trying to move it around now, Halifax. Joe Martin. Well, that's looked dangerous. Lawton going in was given a head-high tackle. It could have been a charge with the shoulder. Referee's going to speak to Adam Lawton. There's no reaching for the pocket yet. So Widnes will stay with 13. And a telling off sufficient for the Widnes replacement as he goes back in the defensive line. And Joe Keys puts it into touch on the 40. Fairbank back to Brandon Moore. Guaze charging the ball into the tackle from Davis. Brandon Moore. Fairbank again. Passes to Aston. He gets the ball away, and Halifax have managed to get into the Widnes red zone. Tackles in the bag at the moment. Can they conjure something up? Can they create an attack? Fairbank running off the inside ball from Aston, turning back towards the post. Joe Keys. Kavanagh. Well, another penalty for Halifax. Referee says pulling the ball out. Well, one thing for sure, they won't be going for the 2 points. They'll be looking to come away with something more than that. The closest they've been with the ball to the Widnes line throughout this game. Aston, good ball out wide and chances here. Saltonstall in at the corner on the far side of the field. Halifax spreading the play out from under the post where the forwards had gathered for Widnes. And Halifax finally break that Widnes line. Corey Aston's long pass, Ed Barber drawing the defence, and Joe Edge unable to stop Saltonstall going in, well, only inches from the flag on the far side of the field. Well, that makes Halifax 4, Widnes 8. And it's left a really difficult kick on that far side for Joe Keys. There seems to be some time elapsing. I'm not sure what Joe Keys is waiting for. There is a ball on that side of the field. Maybe that's not the correct kicking tee, I'm not sure, but Keys is going to line it up from almost on the far touchline to try and bring Halifax back to within 2 points of this Widnes side. Well, eventually the right kicking tee comes on. Brought on by Lachlan Walmsley, who was named in the squad today. Not selected. So Joe Keys, well, he's given it a real crack and he's put it over from the touchline. What a conversion from Joe Keys. As Halifax cut the lead to 2 points. That's a try apiece in each half. And it was with the assistance of 2 penalties from Widnes close to the line. Well, Halifax have proven they can get over the line if they get in a scoring position. Martin picks it up, Titus Guaze charges it forward. Well, there was a big cheer from the Widnes fans when Adam Lawton went into Guaze then, who was appealing for a penalty. Zach McComb running into the defence centre field. Widnes will be putting all their efforts into this next set of 6. They don't want Halifax back in their half of the field, and so far they're it's going to plan. Keys gets it away. Kavanagh 5 metres from halfway. Joe Martin inside to Arundel, gets the ball away to Fairbanks, and Fairbanks is tackled 5 metres inside the Widnes half with the referees indicating the last tackle. Joe Keys drops a little kicking round the back looking for a fumble. Well, he didn't get the fumble, but Edge got the rumble of the Halifax defenders who closed down on him. Ryan Ince it was. Got flattened as soon as he set off to run the ball back. Smith in acting half again. Halifax now playing the same as Widnes in trying to keep them in their own half of the field. Fozzard. The pass away. Aaron Brown's tackled with a few complaints from the Widnes supporters, ringing in the referee's ears, and Fozzard gets the kick away. Well, it's not a 40-20. I don't think, or is it? It must be. Well, the markings of quickly disappearing from across the field. It's play the ball, so Fozzard must have been just outside the 40. Ball went over in Halifax 20. I think Halifax will be thankful that the markings are disappearing, because I'm not sure that it was Fozzard was over that 40-metre line, the 20-metre line then. But play continues. Halifax once again having to struggle against this Widnes defence, who are determined to stop them moving forward. Even if it means a little bit illegally, as it did then, with holding down and slowing the play of the ball. Halifax going for the kick again, deep down, and Ryan Ince dropping back. Chases her up, and Ince is going to get clattered again when he picks the ball up, and Halifax, well, too far away to drag Ince over the touchline, but they were willing to try anyway. Halifax step it up in defence and move in. Oh, there's a good tackle. Halifax come up with possession. Colcott's got it, and once again Halifax have managed to get the ball in a position that could create an opportunity. Can they do it again and get over that Widnes line, with Guaze met by 3 who attempt to push him back from where he came from, and almost do. Going to that right hand side again with Ed Barber. Defence round him this time. Barber still trying to go forward, and referee shouts held eventually. Holding the ball up, Fairbank, that's a high tackle. So this could be, well, you've got to go for the 2 points from there to level the scores. A clumsy tackle from Aaron Brown. And Halifax, with Joe Keys in front of goal, have an opportunity to tie up the scores. That penalty just tied up the penalty count at 5. 5 penalties each. And Joe Keys has just lined up the scoreline at 8 points all. So exactly the same sequence of scoring so far in the second half as it was in the first. 15 minutes gone in the second half. And Halifax have tied up the scores. Again, it's with the assistance from Widnes Indiscretions, but they won't care about that. Craven keeps his kick low. Dan Murray's back on for Halifax. And he's straight into the action with the first drive back at the Widnes defence. Joe Martin in at acting half to Zach McComb. McComb getting up to play the ball. Guaze runs it strongly into the Widnes defence. Halifax could do with a few more metres making, and here they might get him now with Ed Barber, but they managed to get hold of him to the Widnes defence 5 metres from halfway. Kavanagh takes it into the Widnes half of the field. It's the last tackle. Widnes trying to slow the play down. Joe Keys gets his kick charge down. Halifax gets 6 more tackles. Well, I think Joe Rundle might have been a bit lucky there. Looked like he might have nudged the ball forward, but Halifax will take possession back. It's the noise levels have suddenly gone up from both sets of supporters. Fairbank driving forward. Halifax 30 metres away. They could do with being a bit nearer. Keys gives it to Kavanagh. No way through for Kavanagh. Davis was coming across then. Joe Keys puts the kick over the top. And Ryan Ince will be caught with the ball again. Well, maybe they see some frailty in Ryan Ince on this side of the field. But he's stood up to everything that's been kicked at him in this second half so far. That's the fourth kick he's received. I think third or fourth anyway. And Halifax once again trying to keep Widnes in the red zone. Aaron Brown. Fozzard goes for the kick again, but Zach McComb had dropped back for that one. And Fozzard following his own kick up with Matty Smith in support for defence. Saltonstall 2 metres from halfway, Halifax half of the field. Dan Murray tries to put the step on Fozzard, but Fozzard gets him. Tangata taking the full weight of 3 Widnes forwards to stop him. Joe Keys throws the dummy, steps through 2 defenders, looked round, just unable to get the ball away. Halifax going for the power play. Arundel for the line. Can he get over? Well, he's close, but no cigar. Got to the line just after the referee blew the whistle. Widnes will take the turnover right on their own line. A bit disorganised at the back. It took a long time for a player to get there to act in half to play the ball. That's should have been, well, there was eventually a big red cross on that one. The pass was too high, had to reach in the air to bring it down, and Halifax make another tackle. Widnes still 10 metres away from their own line. And there's a cheer every time Halifax make the tackle now on a Widnes player. Dorrough hit by Fairbank but manages to get away, and there could be problems here for Halifax out wide. Ince going inside, but McComb manages to drag him down with Tangata. And Widnes have got to halfway, so Craven will be here to kick through again. Saltonstall picks it up and will run it back at the Widnes defence. Barber dragging 2 men with him, needs another one to try and bring him down. Fairbank up to halfway. We're just over the midway point of the second half. 8 points all. Quick play the ball, picked up by Joe Martin. Joe Martin loses it. And then it's going to be a knock-on against Halifax. Well, there's still 20 minutes to go. The scores are level. No need yet for Halifax to panic and try and put away passes that were not really on. Joe Martin in desperation trying to keep it alive. I think the last thing that Halifax coach Simon Grits will want to see is Halifax surrendering possession. first penalty of the second half to Widnes. Smith put the kick into touch. Widnes' voice is raised again as their side start the attack on the Halifax 40. Fozzard to Kenny Baker, who's just come back on with Reby Doro. And here's Doro now, charging the ball up. And Halifax being edged back towards their own line. And another penalty. Well, they've given away in a kickable position for Joe Edge, and Halifax probably should have learnt from that first one just previous, when the penalty was given for offside at the back of the scrum with Joe Martin, that the referee is going to penalise any opportunity, and he's done it again, and it's not helped Halifax's cause, but it has helped Widnes' cause, as they're now with Edge lining up the kick that could take Widnes 10 points away into the lead. A conversion and a penalty already in the first half. "17 minutes to go. Edge misses the conversion, much to the joy of the Halifax supporters. Well, it went dead, so it'll be a dropout on the 20-metre line, so Widnes will still get possession back. Kevin Leroy comes back onto the field for Halifax to replace Jacob Fairbank. Halifax needs some metres on this kick. We're not going to get them. It's going to slow down and stop at the feet of Matty Smith. Doro. Tackle 5 metres inside the Widnes half by Kavanagh and Arundel. Davis with Kavanagh in again. This time with Leroy and Brandon Moore. Doro goes again. That's a good tackle by Tangat around the ankles, bringing the Widnes runner down. Well, another forward pass shouted for by the Halifax supporters, but they gave a couple in the first half, but it's not been too keen on penalising them. The second, Smith's crossfield kick. Oh, dear me, the ball's lost. And he's given Halifax a penalty. Well, big time let off for Halifax. Smith's kick causes confusion. Corey Aston missed it. I think it was Saltonstall that missed it, and somehow it finished up in Halifax hands. And now it's going to finish up in Widnes hands. There's another mistake, turns over possession. Well, that's the last thing you want to do when you've just been given the opportunity by the referee and got away with losing the ball twice and not conceding. The last thing you want to do, put the ball down. But that's just what Halifax have done, and Widnes stacking men to the left-hand side. Halifax putting themselves under pressure. Big tackle, forcing Joe Edge back with the ball. Craven. Aaron Brown put down 10 metres out from the Halifax line. Craven. It's the ball to Smith. Smith to Davis, and Davis has put down 6 metres away. Fozzard moves into acting half. Smith. Drop off ball to Aaron Brown. Fozzard. Drop goal attempt. Smith puts over the 1 pointer. Well, Widnes more confident with a 1 point, getting the 1 point, than they were at trying to get the 4. Well, Widnes will get the ball back from the kick-off, and there's still time. There's 13 minutes and a few seconds left in this game. But the pressure back on Halifax as they now trail 9 points to 8. Thanks to that Matty Smith drop goal. Keys will kick long and high down the middle of the field. Dorrough spinning out of 2 tackles. Eventually he's put down. Halifax could do with an error now from Widnes. They could force one, or perhaps a loose carry from a Widnes player. The Widnes, of course, won't want to turn the ball over here. And they managed to get out of their red zone almost up to the 30-metre line. Aaron Brown gets to the 40. Fozzard looks to his right-hand side and finds Dorrough. I suppose the thing with Dorrough, Fozzard calling for the referee to use a card as Dorrough was taken down. Well, I suppose the thing is with Dorrough, I don't think he's passed the ball once, so it's only a matter of tackling and trying to put him down. Halifax didn't do that, and now have given Widnes another opportunity. Well, I don't think they'll be going for goal from there. Craven will go for touch and try to add to the pain for Halifax, who are staring at the second defeat of the season at 9 points to 8, unless they can turn it around in the next 12 minutes, which means, of course, not conceding on this Widnes attackers. Baker drives it forward. Dorrough again. Well, you know where he's going, straight forward, because he's not going to offload the ball. Fozzard to Davis. And he's given Widnes 6 more tackles again, and Dorrough will go for the line, but be pushed back into the field of play. Play's being called over to Halifax's right-hand side defensively. Fozzard to Smith. Smith gets it away to Brown, and Brown's tackled 9 metres out. Smith. Drop off ball is to Aaron Brown, and Brown going towards the line and put down inches short of the Halifax try line. Will Fozzard try one from acting half? No, he gets it back to Smith. Widnes have men queuing up on this outside. Can Halifax make the tackle? There's a ferocious one on Fleming. It almost bent him in half, did that one. Fozzard, Smith, Dorrough will fall to the tackle again. Is it going to be another drop goal from Smith? Well, they come to the right-hand side where Davis takes the ball, and Halifax have done a tremendous job of keeping Widnes out. But once again, the ball handed over on the Halifax line. 10 minutes to go, wrong end of the field for Halifax, and it's a long way to the other end of the field from your own try line, especially in these conditions, and especially when you've been defending so strongly. Halifax need to find some spring in the step. Any fast man is going to struggle to go a long way with the ball in conditions like this. Halifax looking to the outside. There's a bit more grass out there, but there's a few more Widnes defenders out there, and now Halifax get another penalty. I don't think been wasting too much time in putting the ball into touch on the far side of the field after that indiscretion. Well, Joe Edge it was round the neck of Saltonstall. The referee wants the second ball off the field before they continue. Brandon Moore. Joe Edge across the defensive line, gets it away to Joe Arundel, and he gets over halfway. Joe Keys gets his pass away. Appealing for a knock on. Keys gets it away to Kavanagh. Arundel inside to Zach McComb. Zach McComb goes for a gap that was quickly closed down by the Widnes defence. Brandon Moore out to Aston. And Halifax pushing forward. Last tackle 2 metres away from the line. They've 2 men on the right hand side and they've men stacked on the inside. Kick through from Aston. Oh, and it's forced out of play by a Widnes defender. It'll be a drop out under the post. 8 minutes to go. Halifax could have the opportunity to put more pressure on this Widnes line. Halifax 8, Widnes 9. And Dorrow off again for Widnes. Oh, that's not the best of kicks, but it's gone past Moore. Titus Guaze will charge the ball in. Halifax appeal for a potential high tackle on Guaze. Brandon Moore to Leroya. Leroya drives it forward. Halifax 12 metres out. Clock ticking down on 7 minutes. Joe Keys gets the pass away. And Tangata is dragged to the ground. Can Halifax find space on this left-hand side of the field? Arundel gets the ball from Martin but can't make any headway through that Vikings defence, who are slowing down the play of the ball. Joe Martin to Kavanagh. Last tackle. What will they do this time? Brandon Moore switches. Corey Aston. Well, a drop goal. Never even got off the ground in that one. Not really a great option where the mud is. At least Smith managed to stand where the grass was. And there's more green in the Halifax half of the field in the Widnes half. But Halifax will be open. They may get another opportunity. There's 6.5 minutes to go. Kavanagh in to make the tackle. Halifax putting down Joe Edge eventually. Fozzard goes from dummy half. Good tackle from Tangata. Quick play the ball. Halifax a man down in defence. Davies gets to the 20 metre line. Is it another drop goal from Smith? No, he's going to continue the ball on to Kenny Baker. Now it's the last tackle. Here comes Smith again. Well, the kick in the air is a problem for Halifax. And it's an even bigger problem now as Widnes given possession at the scrum with 5 minutes to go. Well, they were all standing underneath the ball waiting for it to come down. Well, I suppose in a way Widnes haven't been really over-tested today. But they've got a 9 points to 8 win, and they've stopped Halifax getting in decent scoring positions. Well, Smith taking up his position behind the Widnes attacking line again. Although he's stood in the mud, I don't think he'll be going for the 1-pointer from there. Baker drives for the line. Fozzard to Craven, and Craven, referee looking round then because the Widnes spectators thought that was a high tackle, and Craven has got cramp. Widnes, 4 minutes left, and they're on the Halifax line virtually. Well, he had trouble in the first half, did Craven, with what looked like a hamstring problem. Made to play the ball again. Smith standing perhaps for the 1-pointer, but no, again he gives it to Baker. Bounces off two Halifax defenders as Kenny Baker, and eventually goes down, and it's a knock on. Well, we're ready to fight, but no punches thrown. Rugby League has tried to put a stop to that by making it an offence punishable by 3 games, depending on the severity. Matt Smith, looking at the replay, went in to act as peacemaker there. Well, 3 minutes 42 seconds for Halifax to try and salvage something from this game before the long trip up to Workington next week. So 3 minutes and 90 metres. Saltonstall, well, makes about 7 of those 90 metres required. James Saltonstall been named as the man of the match. Fairbank gets it away. Halifax are up to their own 40-metre line using the short side. Arundel gets the ball over halfway. Joe Martin moves intact in half. Keys, Guaze, Aston, Brandon Moore, Ed Barber. Well, bounced off the first tackler. Couldn't get any advantage. It's the last tackle. Halifax are 40 metres away. It needs something really special. Fairbank's got it. Probably shouldn't have done. But the kick up in the air. Oh, well. Ince has taken it. And McComb was there very quickly. Halifax. Big set of 6 this with regards to the outcome of this game for Halifax. Smith gets it inside to Robert. And Halifax almost chasing shadows there with Holroyd taking the ball. Widnes thought he was on his way, but Halifax got back to bring him down. And again, Widnes have edged a comfortable distance away from their own line and got to halfway on the last tackle. So now surely there'll be a kick for touch from, well, he's gone for the crossfield kick again. And Halifax, as man of the match, James Saltonstall, picks it up, drives it back. Well, perhaps Halifax's last attempt, 1 minute 42. Joe Martin caught with the ball, running diagonally. Well, that's the game for Widnes now. The referee late calling held. And Joe Martin losing possession. Well, he let it go and let it go. And it was Dupree around the legs that forced the error from Joe Martin. And Widnes collectively celebrating what now would surely be their third consecutive win of the season, condemning Halifax to a second defeat of the season. In appalling conditions, but Halifax have struggled to break down the Widnes defence this afternoon, and Widnes, to their credit in defence, have limited the chances that Halifax have had. And without the attacking punch, Halifax have struggled to create any real opportunities. Smith is stood on grass again, not going his way. Ball coming back centre field. They'll be quite happy just to take the tackle. Across the hooter sounds, and Widnes have won another game, much to the joy of their players and supporters. But neither side really showing any credentials for being top team in the Betfred Championship this afternoon in the conditions. But Widnes, well, if their defence continues to play like that, it will shut out a lot of sides. Halifax struggling with the attacking options. And a low scoring game, which was 6-0 at half time. Halifax came out and were assisted by 2 penalties to get in a position for Saltonstall to go over and score a try in the corner. Joe Keys with a great conversion from the touchline. And then a penalty from Keys, drawing it level. But a drop goal from the experienced Matty Smith meant that Widnes took the 9-8 lead and kept it until the end of the game to defeat Halifax at the Shay. Well, another knock to Halifax. Well, there'll be some old Halifax players, or past Halifax players, I should say, being here today, and even they've not enjoyed what they've seen. But the Halifax supporters haven't, and unless they find their attacking flair, they might see this again sometime. But they go away to Workington next week, but they didn't want to go on the back of a defeat, going down at the Shay. So the final score, Halifax 8, Widnes 9 in front of just over 2,000 people. And Halifax must start again next week and hope things get better very quickly.